Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through a very special car today, the Mercedes AMG CLE 53. This one puts out 450 PS of power, 560 Newton meters of torque, all-wheel drive, 0 to 100 in 4.2 seconds, and a top speed of 270 kilometers per hour. But that's not what it's all about. Come for a quick walkthrough. Cars in this segment are all about the style. This AMG CLE 53 is finished in a matte finish manufactured grey. Everything about the car speaks luxury. Look at these LED headlamps with the little blue inserts, the huge Mercedes badge on the grille, and of course this badge, AMG, which tells you what performance is there under the hood. This is where things get extra special. It has a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine which is turbocharged. And that's where you get all the power. Not only does it get a twin turbocharger, it also gets an electric boost compressor for that additional surge of power when you want it. And putting all that power down to the four wheels is Mercedes 9G automatic transmission, which has a function of like a Tiptronic function, and you also get the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel for quick shifts. Before we step into the car, let's take a quick look at the coupe styling. Now this has a nice low slung design, long bonnet, and the typical flowing roofline over here. It is essentially a two-seater, but you have two seats at the back as well, which you can squeeze in a couple of more people at a pinch. One of the talking points about this car, of course, are the frameless doors. And these doors open nice and wide. As you can see, it's got ambient lighting, welcomes you in, dual zone climate control, of course, with the vents, and all the instrumentation is a little driver focused. The CLE 53 gets a 410 litre boot. Of course, this one also has a space saver spare tire over here. This, of course, is enough for your golf kit, and if you want to put in some weekend luggage if you're going touring. Down here, the quad exhausts mean business. You can tell it's an AMG just by looking at this. The 20-inch alloy wheels, front and rear, add a dose of style to the AMG CLE 53. You can notice the red AMG brake calipers as well. It gets a staggered setup. You get 265 width tires in the front and 295 width tires at the rear. As you can see, it is offset from the car as well. Subtle AMG badging on the boot. The CLE 53 badge on the other side. The bonnet has a kind of a power hump over here with an air intake up here for additional cooling. This badge on the side tells you what this car is all about. Turbo 4MATIC Plus. Of course, don't take it off-road because of course ground clearance is pretty low. It's a track focus, road focus car. Now let's step into the AMG CLE 53 and tell you what it's all about. You're welcomed with these lovely leather seats with red finishing and the red seat belts over here, and this I'll show you when I get in. It actually has something that serves up the seat belt to you so you can fit them easily. As you step into the car, you'll notice the 17 speaker Burmeister sound system. It's got speakers here, speakers at the rear, up in the door, down here, and in the center. Pay close attention to the seat belt when I close the door. Watch how it comes up like this. Now I can easily just stretch it and put it on. Now let's look at the interior of the AMG CLE 53. This reeks of luxury. Let's turn it on. Infotainment system here, which is kind of driver focused, which has all the functions are all touchscreen. Something I don't really like these days. Most of the functions are touchscreen. Like I mentioned, the paddle shifters over here. That it also has rear axle steering, which means you can turn, when you take a sharp turn, there's up to 2.5 degrees turn on the rear wheels as well. And you can see you have a track mode over here, and you can select the suspension settings, and all of this comes up on this little, these are also screens by the way over here, little screens on the button itself. Modes which you can pull up from here itself. So there's comfort, there you can select like sport, twist the dial, Sport Plus, and race mode. and you have various levels of customization as well. All of these modes show up here too. On the central screen, you can select them from here, and down here dual zone climate control. Of course, that's all you need. The panoramic sunroof can be opened, and for that, yes, Mercedes, I can hear you. A pretty chatty companion in Mercedes over here. Hey Mercedes, close the sunroof.
Okay, I'll close the sunroof for you now.
The interiors can be completely customized to your liking. As you can see, the ambient lighting, you can choose whatever color you want, and they come out in the AC vents around the corners over here, on the doors and on the floor. In terms of storage spaces, you get 2 cup holders here, which can be shut off when you want them. You get 2 charging ports inside. You get a wireless charging pad. Down here too, you get a little cooled box over here with a charging port for your valuables. Rear AC vents, but of course no separate controls for them, just the vents over there. Vanity mirrors on either side with a light. Now let's look at the instrument panel. You can select all the settings from here. This is all haptic. If you notice, I'm just touching it and you're getting all the settings moving on the screen. I'm not a big fan of haptic feedback on this on the steering wheel, because when you're driving it kind of sometimes changes when you don't want it to. Up ahead you have the heads-up display. You can't really see much right now. A nice deep glove box with 2 compartments for your documents over here. Lovely genuine carbon fiber finish which you see in this really looks classy. And now let's quickly get into the rear seat. So accessing the rear seat of the AMG CLE 53 is not that easy. You got to reach back here. There's a strap here. Give the strap a pull like this. Flip this forward and the seat begins to move on its own forward to give you space to enter the rear seat. Now let's step inside. Pull this back and the seat slides back. I hope I have enough leg room. Yikes. Okay, I'm trapped. My feet are trapped under the seat. The rear of the CLE AMG 53 is not really the best place to be. Look at me. I'm kind of cramped in here. I'm only 5 foot 8 inches. No headroom and hardly any leg room. These 2 seats are only for kids, and yes, they are for kids because you have the ISOFIX points over here. You can put your child's car seat in here and strap them in when you're taking them at 200 kilometers an hour down the expressway. Okay, not going to spend too much time in the rear. I want to get out because pull that strap, push it, and the seat moves forward slowly. So all in all, the rear seats just add a little bit of practicality to the car. I mean, instead of being just a 2-seater sports coupe, it is a 4-seater where you can take 2 adults at a pinch, or place to keep your kids or even take your pet for a drive in this car. All in all, the CLE AMG 53 is a car that makes a style statement. So there you have it. That was the quick walk around of the AMG CLE 53. It's a car that makes a style statement for under 2 crore rupees. If you're in the luxury market for a car that has a little bit of individuality, you don't want the Porsches or the BMWs in this price segment, this is another option. Yes, it's got a lot of power under the hood. It's all-wheel drive. It's a great track-focused car, and you can use it as a GT car, Grand Touring. I think that's what this car is all about. It makes a style statement. Let me know what you think about this car in the comments below. Thanks for watching.